Hello and good evening. Well, y'all, I think I started at what? Was it 8 o'clock or something like that? I can't remember. I have to look at the time. But here we go. It's 11:35 and I just finished up. But I took a break in between the cleaning of the fish. I took like a 30-minute break and then I sat down and everything. And boy, when I stood up, my whole body was hurting. I'm getting a little too old, but I'm going to keep fishing as long as I can. Anyway, now I got to clean the sink. I hadn't seen Comet in years, so I bought some the other day. I hope it doesn't mess up this stainless steel. But, oh, it says scratch-free, so that's good. I hope so, because I also have some soft scrub, but you know how that go. That soft scrub is hard to rinse out the sink. I need to get this sink clean and proceed on. Okay, but what I came on for is to show you how fishing falls into the category of Que-stead-Que. Well, you know I'm a freeze to fish. So this is it now that it's clean. So this is the process that I do. Okay, I have distilled vinegar, a little salt. So what I'm gonna do is I've already rinsed and washed the fish and got all the slime off, but there will be probably a little more, especially with those big pieces in there. And there's quite a few larger pieces. So I'm gonna fill up the bowl with water. These fish will not be frozen tonight. They're gonna sit in the fridge overnight soaking. Instead of the regular 10 to 15 minutes, I'm gonna soak them overnight. And then on tomorrow, I will take them out, rinse them again 2 or 3 times, and then I will freeze them. And when I tell you they're gonna taste really good and fresh without that seed taste that I talk about, they will. And so let me show you the process real quick, how I clean my fish. Okay, I caught 18, but there's actually 52 pieces of fish here. What I do, and this is just my own method, I don't know if others do it that way. You know, some people cook bluegills whole, some people fillet them. I don't like to really fillet bluegills. I think it takes too much from the fish, especially a big one. The other thing, some people split them in half. And then what I do is I cut it, okay, after I clean it, I take this side, I keep the bone in because it's nothing like a bone-in bluegill, okay? Then I take the side of the bluegill. This isn't the actual side to this one, but this is the side of a bluegill. And what I do is I fillet that part. I just cut the bone out after I clean it, or lots of times when you cut the bone out, it cleans it. Okay, and then at the end, I take the tail and cut the tail from the end. So that gives me 3 pieces per fish. So with me having 18 fish, that gives me 52 pieces because 18 times 3 is 52. So that makes for a good meal. That would feed a family of 5. And that would give everybody, 10? Yeah, that would give everybody 10 pieces. So they could have a tail, you know, or whatever piece they like or whatever. So that's how I do it. And it seems to work out well, especially when I split these with my sister. Now see that red in the middle? The fish is clean, but that red in the middle is the bloodline. Another thing, the vinegar and water, it cleans everything. When I take these fish out in the morning, and I might come back on if I remember, when I take these fish out the refrigerator after soaking overnight, they are going to be, the white part, they're going to be lily white. You'll be amazed. So I just shake a little salt, as you see me doing, and then I take the vinegar. Now, I said a teaspoon of salt and a cap full of vinegar, but actually, you know what? I do it the way the ancestors did it, okay? Okay, so I'll take a little vinegar and just pour it. I never use that much vinegar because you don't want the fish to wind up tasting like vinegar in the end. So now the process has started, and in the morning, if there's any slime or anything left, it's going to be skimmed it's going to be at the top of the water bowl. And like I said, the fish will get another 2 to 3 rinsings, and it will be lily white, and it will be ready to go and ready to freeze. Okay, and the other thing that I do, in fact, my friend Robert, who was there fishing with us today, he said, save your fish guts so I can put them in my garden. I was like, sorry, buddy, save your fish guts to put in the garden, because he caught the limit, the 25. And then he caught 60 bluegills later. He and his two friends, they went to another lake in our city later and caught a whole bunch of crappie. But anyway, I saved my fish guts now that it's compost season, and I composted quite a bit last year. So I will be throwing this because the other fish guts composted. Everything is dirt in there right now, with the exception of what I've poured in there this season thus far. And I have a big bag of potato peels and stuff. So these are going to go into the, I'm gonna freeze this. This is going in the freezer. And then I will pour it into my compost bin frozen. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be out there. But as soon as the rain stops, I'm going out there to my compost bin, and I will open up the bag. I'll let it unthaw. I'll just set it inside of the bin, and then I'll go back, and boy, it's gonna smell bad, but that's how I do it. I'll go out there with some gloves, and then I'll empty it, and then I'll toss this. I'll get rid of this outside in my gondola. So anyway, that's how I do it. But I freeze it. I don't like to just leave it in the refrigerator. So I will freeze the guts, and then I will take them out. I gotta get the air out the bags. I had the bag quadrupled. There's 4 bags. So that's all the fish guts, and that will serve as a good compost fertilizer for the compost, and it'll compost right into dirt. I love the concept of composting. I love it. Okay. Oh, and while I'm here, here's my vanilla, and see how dark it has gotten? So it's coming along good. This is the only one I'm shaking. The rest have been put into that cabinet I was telling you about. This is still out because I still need to shake it. I think until Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I'm heading to bed. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a snack because I'm really not that hungry. I'll get some water or whatever, and I do have a Snickers in the freezer, so that might be my snack. Don't tell anybody. So I'm gonna get into bed, play a couple of games of Be It Whist on the computer, and hit the hay. And I'm sleeping in tomorrow before my doctor's appointment Thursday. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.